the spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Pollard is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Chargers, nothing. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. His first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once more, here's Eckler. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now it's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The Chargers at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. From 21 yards away.
And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to say. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Going to run again here with Pollard.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Open man here is Conklin.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run left with Pollard. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On third down, here's Hall. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 that leaves him with 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there, making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. These two teams all tied after 1. Second and goal from the 1. Here's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson from a yard out. And the Jets have moved out in front. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Piñeiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Jets 21, Chargers 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Not the first down play they wanted by any stretch of the imagination. An absolutely huge loss on the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Able to slither by. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line.
Boy, A tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over first and 10. Oh, the Jets sweep to start the drive. And he's got some space here. And it's a touchdown from the Jets. Elijah Moore, 40 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. On Herbert, his third interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he'll get them a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Now Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And the defense almost got one there, partner.
It could have been his first pick. He's been good so far, but you're right, that was nearly a costly mistake.
Sometimes you get a little bit too confident when the game's going along as it has been for him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Wilson to throw.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 70.
And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Jets 28, Chargers 14.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Jets.
Play action. It's Wilson. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. Finding Moore on the out route for the completion. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Here's Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's when this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He juked him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now it's Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard.
I got you, boy.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They go play action with Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
You know, the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Josh Palmer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He finds Corey Davis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They're going to run a little pop pass here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from a strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. But a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson.
And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson sliding out of the pocket.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson.
This is caught. Touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
42. Chargers 24. Piñeiro sends the kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this,
he's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert now. And he's got his big wide receiver complete.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. They'll find Everett there, complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. They've got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Wilson on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here. Not done in the 4th. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Justin Herbert. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 42 yards. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game, challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Jets, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade.